Exactly. We talk about an almost 2-decade-long dispute over a name and identity issue. It was back then when, after the dismantling of Yugoslavia and the creation of the new states, that the neighboring country north of Greece was named itself as Macedonia. The problem was that there is already a region in the north of Greece called Macedonia, and this created many problems from Greece that was claiming the history that also the neighboring country wanted. This meant that Greece was constantly since then blocking any effort by the neighboring country to join the EU or NATO. This until 2 years ago, that the governments of Greece and North Macedonia, now called North Macedonia, reached a historical deal which was really very much welcomed by the international community and the European Union, and paved the way for North Macedonia to seek now openly the opening of the accession talks with the European Union and membership of NATO. But now, of course, it's a problem with France that are coming in the forefront.
You've been speaking to the Prime Minister, Mr. Zaev. What exactly has he been saying?
Exactly, I went to North Macedonia, to Skopje. He appeared really disappointed from this result. He actually said that they did whatever they could, even this painful agreement with Greece, because of course it came with a huge political cost in the internal, in the country, with many reactions. And of course he warned them that if they don't give him the passport, give them the passport to open these negotiations, then there will be a problem with nationalisms and radicalism in the Balkans. And this, of course, they bring back to the past that everybody remembers. But let's see what he had to say.
We will try to implement something, but it's really connected because transformation process of the chapters mean opening our sovereignty and to give it to the European Union. If they turn out lights from European Union stars, really here will be dark. In the dark, we will lose ourselves. There is a positive soil for radicalism, nationalism, to rise again, will make a big damage to the whole Balkan. When the Balkans have a problem, Europe will have a problem.
As you saw, he appeared very, very disappointed, and of course he sent his messages to the European Union. Of course, he also said that he's optimistic that over the coming months, until the snap election comes in April, he will manage to find a compromise with the French president, that he also said he's going to visit very soon Tirana and Skopje. But let's see what is happening next.
Just briefly, if you can, Effie, you say he sent the message to the European Union and further abroad. What's the international reaction been to his comments?
Actually, already, when he talks about this PRESPA agreement that he mentioned as the major breakthrough, the major effort that his country did so that he can really go to open the negotiations with the European Union, he said that this agreement is currently at risk because it's really connected to these EU aspirations and these EU talks. So afterwards, the Foreign Ministry of Greece, from the government that was really against this agreement back then, the centre-right government, said that the Greek government is going to monitor very closely the implementation of this agreement, and of course that they will be seeing all these parts. Of course, they also criticized the previous government about the loopholes of this deal. Also, the Commission said that they didn't want, of course, to comment on comments, as the spokesperson of the EU Commission said, but of course they said that they stick to this agreement and the implementation of all its parts.